at you at 3-Point View. We're drinking beer and talking sports is what we do. We were talking about the NCAA and the allegations against Sean Miller. He was very adamant, but he kind of tiptoed around those words like, I didn't give the $100,000. And the university, he was kind of like, there was like holes in there, like, did somebody else give the $100,000? But he was very adamant. The school brought him back. He was able to coach.
He got a standing O.
This falls back on like the Penn State situation. If you, and not to bring that one up, that was real. This one's worse. Penn State was worse, but it kind of falls back in the same era. If you knew something was going on, you're just as freaking guilty. Like no matter how you want to dabble and go around it, if you knew somebody was getting paid, you're guilty. Right? Just get over it.
Just like if you knew somebody was getting
yeah, you were guilty. You know.
No, talking about Sandusky.
Yes.
If like I said, if they made a whole European league and all that and made it not like the time frame of like the first half of baseball that's really boring, I would watch it. I would be all into it. You'd be on FanDuel doing it.
What part of half of baseball is boring?
The first half.
The first half? Oh, you're talking about the season.
The season.
Oh,
of
okay.
baseball.
I thought you were talking
like,
about the game.
I'm talking like June, like April comes. April comes,
yeah.
right?
I thought you were talking about the game.
Everybody's like, woohoo, baseball's back! And then June comes, you're like, I didn't watch any Indians. And then
it's that
after
middle. It's that middle
July
part.
and August. By then, people are like, Cleveland still got a team. You know what I mean? Like,
it's that middle part.
Did anybody really watch it over?
It's oversaturated. There's too many.
There's 162 games.
There's too many damn games.
So from 1 through 40 is pretty exciting. Even 50, we'll say.
That's
50.
just because it's
but it's 51 through
162.
No, it's
160 because you want to see who's getting the last
155.
Right.
Yeah, about 150, 50
right,
through 155.
Right as the struggle
because you got like 7 games back, wild card race, all this, you know. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, that whole middle
I'm just
section.
saying, sooner or later, there's going to define a system to get paid. Like this whole NCAA thing, the fact that they lie and they say like that, like they're not getting paid, and you got guys coming up and they're making people sacrificial lambs. Who was it last year? Patino. This year it's gonna be Miller. Like we all, and the fact that they all sit back and like wave their finger like they don't know.
Yeah, they wave their finger, but they leave their bank statement.
It's so corny and fake. It's insane. It's kind of like the Catholic Church, and you know how they covered it up for so long, and it's just like after a while you're like, come on. Like we know what the deal is. We're not stupid. It's like baseball on steroids. Hey, these guys seem a little bigger this year. You know what I mean? Like, how long are you gonna deny it?
Yeah.
Like, how long are you gonna lie about it?
Okay, so you compare it to baseball and the steroids and...
I just compare it to lying.
Yeah.
Bold-faced lying.
I miss steroids in baseball.
Oh, I know. It was great. The whole Sammy Sosa, Mark
It
McGwire,
needs to come back.
you know, the
sign
Clemens,
sign a waiver.
all that stuff.
Barnes.
Right. But anyways,
continue. Sorry.
Yeah, back to the subject at hand.
That's the last time we watched Game 50 through 160.
right. But, so, subject at hand, we're talking about Sean Miller.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Rick Pitino, Sacrificial Lamb, and all that stuff. So, with the NBA and the MLB and the way college is now, you go to play college basketball, alright, think outside the box. Why do you go play college basketball?
To make it to the pros and an education.
Okay, why do you go play college basketball?
Exposure, NBA possibility, get paid.
This is why I go to college basketball.
Education.
Even if it's for 1 year, I go to a big program. I go because I'm good. I go because of campus. I go because of March Madness.
Chicks.
And I go because of, you know, extracurricular things that I can receive.
Is that what they call it these days?
Extracurricular things, kind of like youth movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, but anyways,
would you wear crew socks or ankle socks?
I would wear no shows
Okay, go on.
or no
Brandon likes ankle
at
socks.
all.
I do.
But anyways, that's why you go. Oh God, that's why you go to these things. You know, you go to college basketball for the exposure, to go to the NBA, to fulfill your dreams.
Just pull a hamstring. What the hell?
That was the fastest you moved in probably 20 years.
Oh man. Good. Sorry.
But you go because of exposure. You go because of the extracurricular things. You go because of whose name is on your chest. You go because, you know, going to the NBA.
Yeah.
But you also go for March Madness. You go for that experience. that time.
Legacy
you know,
sometimes,
like,
too.
Legacy, but if you're a one and done,
Anybody hear where he just went?
yeah,
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another point guard decommitted from there. That was a top 100
Oh,
ESPN
man.
crew. That's 3 now.
Where's Louisville going to be after all this? Like, as far as last year's game, like they're not going to recover.
I don't know.
And think about it. If you think
As
about
long as they're not in the back of a restaurant, I guess it don't matter.
if you think Louisville, that's their whole school. If something like this happens to Duke ever,
Yeah.
Duke, what else is at Duke? Like, that's it. That's the bread and butter.
You see how Tom Izzo is emphatically like, no more questions. I don't want to talk about this. Todd Bridges is fine. Not Todd Bridges.
What you talking about, Willis?
He's been cleared.
So, okay. So, I'm done talking about the lying. Everybody's lying. It's just who gets caught and who doesn't get
But
caught.
the NCAA is looking at their bank
He's not
statements.
talking about it.
No.
You know, they're
The
just looking at
fact
their
that
bank
I'm not
statements.
over Todd Bridges.
Yeah. So, somebody else is talking about getting paid, but he said he just wants a team. That's Isaiah Thomas. Just dropped, what, 29 off the bench. He says, I just need one team to love me.
I love you. You love me.
Want you to
I
step up and
cannot
sign
play any D.
Listen, he's gonna get 15 to 20 million. Just like we were talking about. He's not gonna get max money, but he's gonna get.
He's a good ball
somewhat
player.
max.
He needs.
You know?
Whatever
Shut
happened. Whatever happened to.
Not you, shut up.
I know. I thought at first that he was telling me to shut up.
Shut up.
Whatever happened. Look, I was never a very large gentleman on a basketball court.
And you weren't
But-
very good.
Screw you, I wasn't terrible. But defensively, if a guy who was much larger,
What's going on here?
fly, pelican fly. Defensively, if a guy was much larger than me, I had the eye for the ball and I was able to steal. I'm not asking IT to jump up and swat anybody's, make a block.
Move your
I
feet.
understand. Move your feet and
Beat 'em to the point.
have an eye for a ball.
Wow.
Be able to steal. If nothing else, be able to steal. They're dribbling at your height.
Right.
Run over and take the ball. Like, play some defense. That's all you really have
Muggsy
to do.
Bogues play good defense. So there's
was
no
solid.
excuse
He was
for
solid.
you. Yeah, there's not. Spud Webb, they play
Yeah.
decent defense. The fact that you can't play defense at all, it's like he's not even trying. It's
I
like
just
he's trying
want to tell this guy, like, I don't know him personally. I don't know anything about IT besides where he was born, raised, the bet that his dad made that got him his name, everything else, his work ethic, blah, blah, blah.
You know
blah,
a
blah.
lot about him. Continue.
But from what this is the point. This is the point.
I know what his
don't-
middle name
I don't
is, how
know
much he
these
weighed at
things,
birth.
But what I see after the games, when he starts talking, whether he does good or he does bad, he's still talking. Like, shut up.
Okay,
Just shut up.
So the phrase
it's kind
they
of hard
like
to shut
you-
up when somebody's doing
Hey,
that.
I know,
hey.
but listen,
should
what he's doing.
that reporter said it to him instead of talking about civil rights and basketball, just shut up and dribble? Should they said
Well,
that to
I
him?
mean, that would have went a whole different. That would have went different.
Ouch.
But what he's doing, he's talking himself out of things. He's like, I'm worth this. If you sign me, I can do Boston like I did Boston back then when I got signed. If you do this, I'm gonna make the best of that. Like, stop, dude. Just play.
With performances
Just
of
play.
with performances of 29 points coming
He's
up.
played 7 games with the Lakers. He scored 20 plus twice.
Okay, but I got a question. This is where I'm going with it. With a performance like 29 points coming off the bench, is he back with LA next year?
No.
Still
No, he's not
Gone.
back with LA. He's not back with LA.
They're, pay him or pay Paul George. Who are you gonna pay?
I'm paying Paul George. If that's the case,
I'm not sure Russell Westbrook doesn't recruit Paul George to stay.
Listen, I could see Paul George staying in Oklahoma,
And then what?
but I am not taking 5'9", non-defensive playing yip yapper over another superstar coming to LA. And if I got to pick another superstar coming to LA, even DeMarcus Cousins off an Achilles injury over IT, I'm taking the Achilles injury,
Yeah.
and I'll take DeMarcus's 15.
But
and
if you
15.
don't have a max contract and you get you get him,
I'm not
accept
giving
it.
IT money just to give him money.
Marcus was averaging like 25, wasn't he?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying off Achilles, you don't know what's
okay,
going to happen.
yeah.
But I'm not giving IT just to give him money because of his freaking name. I'm not doing
Did he
that.
go to John Anderson?
I'm not doing that.
You know who John Anderson is?
What, the specialist
Yeah,
surgeon?
specialist. Did you ever hear him talk?
No.
He talks like Foghorn Leghorn. You think he?
I don't care how he
but-
talks, but as long
No,
as you
but I'm
can,
serious. You would think
as long
that
as
he
you
would be like.
operate right.
I picture in my head every time they're rushing them right now to Dr. John Anderson, right? And you're thinking he's the guy.
you talking about Andrews?
John, is it Andrews? Or
Yeah,
Andrew?
Dr.
John-
Andrews,
yeah.
They're talking. They're talking. But
I'm
they.
sitting there like
but they-
Anderson.
No,
I think we went to
okay,
high school with this
listen
guy.
though, but they, every time they talk about
Listen,
him,
if you're gonna come to this table, get your facts
No,
correct.
know your fucking facts.
the point is, I'm talking about an orthopedic
Even your
surgeon.
doctors.
I'm talking about an orthopedic surgeon here.
Damn it.
Continue.
Anyway, every time I picture this
John
guy,
Anderson's an ESPN sportscaster.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, so every time they take him to this orthopedic surgeon, I picture the guy looking like Dr. Drew or somebody real professional in the
old.
way he talks. He talks like Fogler. Here's what we're gonna do right here. Like it's the funniest thing in the world that this is the most world-renowned surgeon, and he sounds like Foghorn Lake. He sounds like he should be off the Waterboy. Like if you get a chance, go look him up. He looks like he should be special team. Hell, we're gonna do right now. Like that's what he does. But we're gonna talk about quick hits. Not right now. We're going to come back at you with another video. Clint's going to do a competition round between me and Brandon about
I'm gonna lose.
Jersey numbers.
jersey numbers.
I
See
don't-
if you guys out there.
The rules are if I'm gonna ask them both a jersey number and only one's gonna answer, and if the other doesn't answer, just like Family Feud, you get a steal.
That's my favorite.
Was that Foghorn Leghorn?
Right now. That's
there.
what we have right now. I do declare.
See you back here in a second.